In this video, we'll look at text relations in QGIS and Mergin Maps. There are cases when multiple records from one layer or table relate to one feature from another layer, forming a one-to-many relation. For instance, multiple inspections of the same feature or multiple parts, or one feature consisting of multiple polygons with different properties. As these use cases vary, there are different options for how to set up forms or relations. In another video, we cover how to use relations in gallery mode, which is useful if you want to store multiple pictures in an observation form. As an example, we'll look at two spatial layers, parks and amenities. One park can have multiple amenities, such as benches, picnic tables, fireplaces, or water fountains. Every amenity feature can be located in one park only. Thus the relation between these layers is one-to-many. One park to many amenities. In our example, this means that parks are the referenced or parent layer, and amenities are the referencing or child layer. They will be related based on the primary keys of parks and corresponding foreign keys of the amenities layer, linking amenities to a specific park. Primary keys are unique IDs. While all layers have a default ID field when created, these IDs can be changed during synchronization in Mergin Maps. For example, when multiple surveyors capture new features at the same time. As a result, child features could end up being linked to a wrong parent feature. In this video, we'll look at setting this up in the correct way using UUIDs. Let's start with creating a new Mergin Maps project. Click the plus icon and choose New Basic QGIS Project. Give the project a name. Let's call it Parks. Now the project is created and uploaded to your workspace. We'll create new layers, so we don't need the survey layer. I'm going to remove it. And for now I'm also going to hide the Open Map Tiles layer. Let's start with creating our parent layer, the parks. I create a new GeoPackage layer and I call it Parent Park. I change the geometry type to polygon. We need two fields. The first one is UUID, which will contain later the generated unique identifiers. I add a second field with name for the name of the park. Now go to the layer properties. Click right, choose properties. There under attributes form, click on UUID to see if the UUIDs are generated by the UUID function under defaults. Here you can see that it is the case. Make sure that Apply Default Value on Update is not checked. In this way the unique IDs stay unique. Let's now create the child with the amenities. Create a new GeoPackage layer. Browse to the folder with your project. And here I name it Child Amenities. It has a geometry type of point. I need an attribute with the foreign key. I call it fk-uuid. I need a field for the type of amenity. And I add an extra node field. Click OK to create the layer. Now we're ready to set up the relation between the two layers. We do this in the project properties. Under the tab Relations, we click Add Relation. There we give it a name. Change the parent layer to Parent Park and change the field 1 to UUID. For the child, change it to foreign key UUID. And click OK to set up the relation. Check the result and click OK to close the dialog. Now let's check the relation widgets for both layers. I do this first for the parent in the layer properties. And there you see automatically under Relations Park Amenities relation is added. And for the child, if I go to foreign key UUID, I see that the information is filled in about the relation, so that also works nicely. For the type field, I've created a value map so the user can choose the amenity type from a drop-down menu. To demonstrate how it works, I've already added some assets and 2 park polygons. And here in the attribute table you see park A and park B, and each park has specific assets that are highlighted when I click on them. If I open the attribute table of the child layer, I can find here all the assets. And I see also how they are linked to a park. When I toggle to editing mode, I can under foreign key UUID also change the park to which a specific amenity is related. In the same way, if I go to editing mode of the polygon, I can change the type of the amenity, which will then also be updated in the child layer. Toggle off editing mode, and let's synchronize so we can see the result on the mobile phone. In the Mergin Maps app on the mobile phone, I can tap on a polygon, in this case Park B, and tap on Edit to see to which amenities Park B is related. If I want to add an amenity, I simply click plus, and I can add an amenity to Park B in this case. With the type drop-down, I can choose the type of amenity. When I save the result, this amenity has been added to Park B. If I add a point for the amenities, I can choose under foreign key to which park it should be added, in this case Park A, and then I choose the amenity type. And I can save the result. If I now select Park A, I can see that this amenity has been added. So in this video you've learned how to set up 1-to-n relations.